I see videos from around the world all the time, more often than not, as people trying to decry some of the more extremist sects of the Islam population, more or less, whenever there's a desecration of a holy Quran that happens. And then, well, if they're going to do something to one book and set it on fire or something like that, they'll just go ahead and burn down your neighborhood. Well, well, that might be extreme to some people. I take a look at that, and if you peruse my X, Twitter, whatever the hell we want to call it, account from time to time, well, there was one that I responded to by just saying, wow, it's amazing how nobody takes Christianity seriously anymore. Because if you just go ahead and say anything bad about Jesus, or you mock the cross, or any sort of Christian identity, well, there's nothing that's going to befall you. But everyone is scared shitless to offend the Muslims. Well, they might take it too far for some people. I totally respect that. Same thing when it comes to homogenous populations. I often see videos of, Eastern European countries, just celebrating their heritage, and nobody's being rowdy. There's just open celebration that people can just go ahead and take public transportation. There's not a problem on there at all whatsoever. And then the same thing happens in places like Japan. And whenever, rowdy foreigners come over, gaijins come over and decide that they're going to go ahead and bring some of their Western eccentricities over, well, they end up getting dealt with as such, because not over here, round eye. You can go ahead and take that shit and go all the way back to whatever fucking trailer park you came over from. This is Japan, bitch. We don't fuck around like that. And I totally fucking appreciate that, man, because guess what? Japan is a very honor-based culture. I'm not even just harkening back to the days of the samurai. It's just right now, there are so many people. Like, Tokyo is the densest city on the planet. Like, there's how many millions of people right there, and they seem to get along, and they all go along mostly because Japan is a gigantic ethno-state. Like, Japan is for Japanese people, and I like that. I do appreciate that. Crime is relatively low. I'm sure they have their eccentricities, like they have, the goofy-ass used panty machines, and, well, they don't exactly have the laxist, the gun policies, but I do appreciate their culture. It's just a goddamn shame Asian women don't do anything for me because, hey, maybe I'd apply, but, that's not my thing. Sorry, I got my preferences. But you take the respect and the normative civil practices of Japan, and then you infuse it with one of the most detestable current trends on social media. I guess I should say, specifically on the likes of Twitch, and now on stupid green Twitch, Kick. You got all of these IRL streamers, and they're going around trying to cause all of these astroturfed scenes in order to get clicks. Like, the clout economy, like, it's ruining bitches. Like, don't get it fucking twisted, okay? OnlyFans and Instagram and all of those chicks whoring out their bodies right now while they're just young and tight and firm, and at the moment that they start to develop wrinkles and things start sagging a little bit more, they start doing more outlandish shit to get the same amount of attention. The same thing goes with unremarkable dudes that just think that if they turn on a camera, act a complete fucking fool in front of it, they can go ahead and just get a little bit of attention. There's a big problem right there. It mostly comes from busted households, but that's another topic for another time. I want to focus specifically on this one streamer, Johnny Somali or something like that. I don't know. I haven't heard the guy. I think I've seen a couple of his videos scroll through on a feed somewhere or whatever, but I've never watched the guy. Don't know of the guy outside of the fact that he got knocked the fuck out on the streets of Tokyo because, well, he was just trying to be an IRL streamer, trying to drum up some drama on the streets of Tokyo, and guess what? The Japanese don't fucking play that shit. And normally, I'd play the clip, but YouTube, with their, strange way to enforce their standards, I don't know if I'd get hit for violence on this, because you see the guy down there on the bottom screen, the bottom half of the screen, with the teal stripe, and the striped shirt with the one teal stripe that's right there, he knocks somebody out, and cameras go flying and all that shit. It's not all that bad, but YouTube's big gay when it comes to this. But I'll link out if you guys want to watch the clip. It's not a long watch, but then at the same time, I just want to play it fair, because I would much rather talk about these shitty clout demons online trying to cause problems and bring some of the tactics that are making the youth of today, I couldn't sound older with this, the most detestable of generations, trying to take that shit internationally, but then realizing that, all of that tolerance and acceptance that has rotted the West, the rest of the world don't fucking play that shit. Why was Twitch streamer Johnny Somali knocked the fuck out in Japan? Johnny Somali, a controversial kick streamer. Streamer. I wanted to say Twitch, but again, Kick is just green Twitch. Like, Christ almighty, Amaranth is out there taking showers with a bunch of OnlyFans thoughts. Oh, yeah, it's just going to be so much better, bro. We're just backed by a big fucking gambling company. At least, you know what? Hey, man, I got to give Kick and Twitch their due. At least you're keeping the degeneracy localized on 2 separate websites. You're doing us all a favor that way. Was recently the victim, you kind of instigated it, you fucking tard, of an on-camera altercation that led to his account being banned on the platform. Round of applause for that. Round of applause for that. The incident was preceded by multiple controversies sparked by Somali, the guy, not the country, just a days prior. In the article, talk about the timeline of the Kick streamer Johnny Somali being knocked out on camera in Japan following an encounter with Twitch streamer Meowko the previous day. I don't know these people, but here you have Meowko, okay, on Twitch or something like that. It looks like it's at least translated. So you got September 10th encounter with Twitch streamer Meowko. Can we just use real names? Because that'd be far less embarrassing. September 10th, popular Twitch streamer Meowko was broadcasting live when Johnny Somali approached her on camera. Somali, who is permanently banned from Twitch. Oh, okay, so he's a real piece of shit. Informed Meowko. Actually, being banned on Twitch doesn't really infer anything because you can get banned for just the stupidest shit anyways. Unless, of course, you're a chick and you get your tits out, then you just catch a 3-day ban. It's so fucking dumb. Informed Meowko of the ban Saturday, or that one chick who got fucked on camera and then just enjoyed a week-long suspension and then came back and started fucking again. Shitty websites, bro. You better not show me on your stream. You'll get banned. So he's out there trying to troll a chick who's doing an IRL, respectful IRL stream, because Twitch, unlike YouTube, where, okay, if somebody gets banned on platform on YouTube and then you just host them for like an interview or they're just ancillary to your actual video, your video won't get struck. You can still have it all fully monetized. It can all be good to go. But if you're on Twitch and your account, your primary account gets banned, you're not allowed on the platform at all whatsoever. You can get channels, not just videos or streams nuked, you can get entire channels completely removed. And that's what he was out there trying to do to a chick who's just streaming. What the fuck? Understandably upset by the threatening remarks. Like, is there a history there? It really doesn't even much matter because obviously he knows exactly what he's doing. Meowko contacted Twitch staff after the run-in to proactively avoid any ban, which is so ridiculous that she'd even need to do this. For showcasing a prohibited streamer, she later voiced frustration on social media that Somali was still able to stream on other platforms despite his history of inappropriate behavior. Yeah, if he's out there trying to get people and he's active in trying to get people banned, like if this is his pattern of content, well, hey man, I'm not for the suppression of anybody's free speech, but when you're actively trying to take somebody down, that's kind of not free speech. I'm just saying. September 11th, yes, the verbal altercation in Tokyo streets. Oh my god, 2 towers of the Twitch community got knocked down on September 11th. Oh my god. The very next day on September 11th, Johnny Somali was streaming on Kick with fellow creator Gino. Okay, again, I don't know these names. I don't know these people. Video footage shows the duo yelling offensive language at random passerbys on the street of Tokyo and generally antagonizing people going about their day. Yeah, this is going to piss off anybody in Japan, by the way. While I've never been, don't really want to go, but at the same time, I wouldn't be against going, by the way. But from what I see down there and from the people that live there or have lived there or have at least gone down there, it's a very polite, very quiet, very amicable society, and the people that start to act out like that immediately get ostracized. So yeah, he probably anticipated some sort of confrontation in order to drive clicks and views, bro, but he probably didn't anticipate getting his fucking teeth rocked. Eventually, after enduring prolonged verbal harassment from the two streamers, an anonymous man on the street took matters into his own hands and threw a punch at Somali and Gino. I'm gonna say Gino because Gino's a dope character from Super Mario RPG, knocking their cameras to the ground. The clip quickly circulated online with many commentators voicing approval from the man standing up against the bullying tactics. Within a mere hours of the filmed run-in, Somali's Kick account was banned from the platform. While the exact reason was unconfirmed, probably instigating violence and then filming it. Probably, I'd imagine that. But again, Kick is kind of a weird platform where they outright say, we don't have freedom of speech over here. Feel free to be like XQC and stream the entirety of The Dark Knight or just simply steal people's content online. That's totally fine. But when it comes to discussing sensitive topics, yeah, we don't do that over here. But feel free to start gambling on stake Weirdos. Account was banned from the platform. While the exact reason was unconfirmed, the timing suggests the ban was related to either the on-camera fight or probably what happened with the Twitch girl. Furthermore, it can be the result of Somali's inappropriate treatment of Meowko the previous day. Okay, right, that's a chick. Reactions to the bans have been polarized. Well, I personally can't see the pro Johnny side of this. I would be open to be swayed. Many feel it was warranted given his habitual harassment of Japanese locals. However, some argue that while objectionable, his actions didn't necessarily justify total removal or the use of violence in response. I don't know about that. Again, feel free to watch the clip at your own leisure, or if there's a longer clip out there, feel free to watch that in full context. In summary, Johnny Somali's latest kick ban comes on the heels of multiple controversies sparked by the streamer's own provocative behaviors over the span of just 2 days. Only time will tell whether he learns from these incidents or continues to... his trend of instigation after returning online. I would imagine, though, based on his previous history as well, and this also happened in June. Controversial live streamer attacked in public in Japan. Like I said, I had to make sure that this was the most up-to-date one, and then I realized, oh no, he's got a pattern of shitholdery, being an instigator in Japan, and then getting fucked up. So it's like, yeah, this was a long time coming. Controversial IRL live streamer, which again, all of this shit is so fucking lame. I'm glad that I live in a city where there's nobody, at least I don't think so, that walks around all the time just go, bro, dude, bro, look at this is crazy, bro, look at this. Just days after he was slapped and berated by a stream sniper in a busy Tokyo street. Oh, wow. So, okay, the rabbit hole does go deeper even still. So yeah, maybe this ban was even more justified than it just seemed by this simple clip. During the incident, which reportedly occurred on Saturday, Somali was speaking to his followers when someone choked him from behind, as shown in the widely viewed clip. The clip, which was shared by Twitter user K on Saturday, briefly shows the American content creator struggling with his attacker before the camera falls to the ground. Somali can be heard talking back to his attacker saying, you're the tripping basketball American, before pleading with the person to stop and relax. There's the tweet, or at least it's trying to load or something like that. You can click it right there if you'd like. Link obviously to the article in the description below. Meeting other streamers. The recent incident occurred days after Somali was confronted by a group of angry Japanese streamers, including controversial Japanese streamer Konnichiwa and Japanese YouTuber Guts. No, Guts is from Berserk. He's not a YouTuber, who is known for filming and catching voyeuristic photographers and chikan. Public, ew, gross. That's a thing, and it's big enough in order to get documented online. Japan's weird. It's cool, but it's weird. One of Japan's worst live streamers is allegedly about to confront one of America's worst live streamers. Oh, great. Can they just, like bump heads together and neutralize each other out? Rengoku Koriaki claimed he and his boys are heading to the location of racist American live streamer Johnny Somali. Oh, does he? Well, he obviously antagonizes the Japanese people, so yeah, he probably does some sketch shit. I would imagine. I don't know for sure, but 2 recent videos on Somali's Kick channel. Yeah, you wonder why he ended up getting yeeted from the platform. A history on the platform, talking things out with a group after later joining them for a live stream session. Somali was attacked earlier this month by a random passerby while live streaming in Tokyo, probably being an ass at the time. The content creator was smacked in the face as he was talking to his viewers about respect. Live streamer rose to infamy in Japan after a clip of his racist tirade on a quiet train. Oh, I said that's the one that I probably seen to begin with, that everybody was like, get this motherfucker out of here. Became widely circulated online last month. The viral clip shows him harassing Japanese passengers about World War II. Yeah, and normally, whenever I see public transportation or people walking down the street, it's nothing like New York City, Chicago, any other large Western city that's out there, London, Paris, anything like that. Tokyo is a completely different animal. There is a certain level of public respect that's out there, and the moment that somebody like this comes along, it's only a matter of time before they get taught a lesson, and it looks like Johnny a couple of times over. So now what we're hearing, well, there's some rumblings that he could just be thrown out of the country, and not at a moment too soon. We'll have to see, though. Might update it if we eventually do end up getting a follow through on this one. But yeah, man, this just goes to show, man. Like, I definitely respect not him. He's a hunk of garbage. But to our guys out there, you know, just trying to uphold civil society in their home country. Not even too sure about, you know, the guy with the sturdy right hand. But instead of letting your country, the place that you called home, fall into the same kind of degenerate traps as other places around the world does, I extend my gratitude to those people fighting back, because, well, you're definitely fighting an uphill battle, especially when it's incentivized on platforms like Twitch and Kick, these IRL streamers, man. It's only a matter of time before one of them, well, count your lucky blessings, it was only a knockout and it wasn't, you know, the next step, which is obviously coming. Very dishonorable. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.